Mag-text ho kayo 0917-853-7333 for your question and opinion, just like what Hannah Salazar of Bulacan did. Ang message niya, my husband seemed to have no foresight or plans for the future. He just lives by the moment. So very vulnerable to crumble when a major and unexpected life transition like a job loss. How can we resolve this? Yeah.
I think as woman, if he is not aware
wala
of
siyang
such
foresight.
wala siyang
meron siyang poor sight.
Okay.
Pag wala kang foresight, yun daw meron.
Then I would like to think that a woman can always build her, develop that future that she wants to create for herself and her family. If the man, that's where we complement one another with our spouses. No? So if the spouse does not have that foresight, then have your own foresight. Develop that image of the future that you want to go to, so that desired, alam mo, malay mo, if you are able to develop that desired future destination that you want for your family, malay mo, ma-excite din yung husband mo,
yes,
no? Wag lang masyadong ladlaran mong pinapakita sa kanya yon, no? But then,
mas malaki nakita mo.
Right. But then, lalo na kung may image ka na of your desired future for your family, then, dahan-dahan, meron kang action plan dyan, kung yung pera na sinisave mo para ma-achieve mo yung image of the future na yan, I'm sure your husband will follow you also.
But Ma'am Era, let's admit, miski na si Johnny nakikita, I'm sure to sa with regards to personal finance tungkol sa pera. Dealing with change is never easy. From the material that was prepared to me, ang una raw na dumarating kapag merong change, negative feeling. Di ba yan ang mga nakukuha nyo kapag sinabi nyo mag-save at putulin yung credit card, negative kagad yung pakiramdam ng sinasabihan na someone has to change. There's a seeming feeling of loss of self-esteem. Nangyayari ba talaga yan pag may change, nagbago ng karir? Miski na yung nagluwal ng bata. Those, di ba yung mga sinasabi nila, mayroong change na nangyayari dun sa mother after delivering, parang low self-esteem. Till only then nag-accept and change. Paano ba ang process niyan quickly? How does one deal with change? Anong nangyayaring proseso?
Yeah, actually there are 3 states of change. So first is you have the existing state where you are right now, and then you have the transition state, and you have the new state. Okay? And we have to be able to manage the existing and helping you to go to your desired state, the new state, and navigate the transition stage, no? So, for example, that's what you said about the feeling of loss, motivation, that's all a part of endings, we call it, no? So, there is denial and anger. No, this is not happening to me, no? There's a feeling of separation, no? So, halimbawa, yung ganun, bagong kasal. There's a feeling of separation from your friends, from your family.
Bawal na lumabas.
And then, all of a sudden, bawal ka na lumabas, yung disapproval, oh no, this is not me, no? I
bawal na yung damit, di ba? Kailangan mahaba na yung damit, hindi na pwede mag-miniskirt yung
But then, all this can last within a period of 6 months to 2 years, no? Yung nasa ending ka. In other words, in a change process, you have to be able to cope with, within 6 months, dapat nagpupunta ka na dun sa tinatawag namin neutral zone, no? So, nag-umpisa ka nang mag-explore what lies behind in this change process, no? In this transition stage that I'm going through. Because once you start to explore, you test yourself, you become creative.
Pero paano yun, Ma'am Era? Excuse me, I'm sorry to butt in. Bakit sinasabing nagkakaroon ng loss of self-esteem? First, ano ba yung sabihin ng self-esteem?
Yung pagmamahal sa sarili, yung pagbibigay importansya sa iyong pagkatao. Nawawalan kasi all of a sudden, makikita mo, ay, hindi ako ito, no? Hindi, for example, yung mga sosyalin natin ng mga kaibigan, all of a sudden, naghuhugas ng mga pinggan, ng sink, things like that, no?
You become domesticated.
You become domesticated, that's it. It's an old role, no? But all of a sudden they find themselves doing something new, and that's the reason why it can be very uncomfortable. No? Uncomfortable.
So, ano ang one quick tip natin for those getting to a life transition? Itanong din natin kay Miss Johnny with regards to pera. Pero a transition, either getting married or leaving home for the first time, probably mag-dorm. Yung bata, sinabi mo, 15 to 24. Nasa probinsya siya, mag-aaral na siya dito sa Maynila, starting a new job, or moving on to a new job. Or yung example ko kanina, giving birth. ano ang dapat from the three
states
that you've said, existing, transition, and new state?
Yeah. I think the first
ano ang dapat mindset ng tao?
The mindset should be the letting go of old work.
Letting
go of old work, letting go of old attitudes that are coming in the way of my future state, and taking on the new values or the new work or the new attitudes that right now I am married and therefore this is expected of me, and then taking on challenging tasks, no, and testing yourself whether you can do it or not, no, because then you discover that, hey, I can do it pala, no, like me, diba? I'm now working regularly. All of a sudden, I realized nakatatlong linggo na pala ako na meron akong pumapasok everyday when I'm already retired, supposed to be retired. So, now, these transition states may be uncontrolled and unpredictable. However, coping with a sense of loss and gain, being able to cope with it either through stress management, exercise, healthy diet, then you can move on to your new state. Okay?
Ms. Johnny, how do you address people who would want to have a change in their financial life? Knowing yung existing, baka dati hindi nag-iipon, walang concept of investing, hindi nagsusulat, nagbabudget, going into ano yung pagkatapos ng existence, transition. Paano quickly, anong nakikita yung from existing transition to a new state? Paano nagmo-morph o nag-iiba yung mga readers ng libro, seminar participants?
Sa amin, ang nakikita, ako personally, ang nakikita ko dun sa mga nagbasa ng libro or dun sa mga nag-attend ng workshops or seminars natin, they really have to try it. Diba? Pag sinasabi natin na kailangan ang mga plano nakasulat, kailangan isulat mo, or yung mga expenses nakasulat. Though how difficult it is to monitor your expenses, pero pag nakuha mo na yung disiplina sa pagsulat at pag-monitor ng expenses mo, makikita mo makakatulong talaga sa iyo eh. And ako, personal experience ko, when I first got into the mutual funds, it's addicting pala. yun kasi at first, 'di ba? Syempre, yung mga layaw natin dati, yun yung nasusunod. Pero nung makapagsimula na ako ng mutual fund, sabi ko, uy, mas maganda pa lang ipasok yung pera ko dito at nakikita ko yung pera ko lumalago kaysa napupunta sa wala yung yung pera ko. So, it's an addicting experience talaga.
Lalo na if you're winning.
Oo, if you're winning. Oo. Eh maganda yung pasok ko kasi noon kasi mababa yung NAV ng mutual funds dati. So, after a couple of months lang, you see your money going up. Although it's still paper gain, pero iba yung feeling na-motivate ka eh.
Maganda ang acceptance mo ng change.
Yes.
Maganda ang acceptance. After the first financial life phase of early working years in your 20s, comes the 30s. Probably you are building a family already. Here, you may have leveled up in your career. You are now a supervisor, Ma'am Era, or at a managerial level perhaps. May have met someone special and started a life together. And you realized somehow you have doubled your purchasing power dahil kayong magsyota o kayong nag-asawa ay doble, lalo na if the other party is also earning income. You settle down and start a family, but when you start a family, new types of expenses occur already. So, pag a new phase now, different types of expenses. Also, at this age, si Miss Johnny, feel na feel to, you start seriously supporting your parents, diba, at your 30s at that age. So, for our tips for this age or stage, plan for education of your kids, enhance medical and life insurances that hopefully you started at your 20s, strengthen your emergency and cash reserves. Start saving for retirement. Yes, at this early stage, at your 30s, start saving for retirement. You're saved to keep. And then get into more of buy type of investments. One change you must not do is change your channel. So stay with us here in Pisobilities in GNN. Keep it coming. Your questions and opinions, send it to 0917-853-7333. We shall be back after a short break.